Hello and welcome to episode 15 of Two Bros in a Pod. My name is Brennan, alongside the one and only Wyatt Olson. Wyatt, how you doing?
Doing good. Busy. It's been a busy couple of weeks, but we're back.
You look as fugly as ever, bro. Just wanted to let you know.
I hate you.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks. We kind of recorded that last pod a little early because I had to go home. Got to go home for the Bucks home opener. That was great.
I bet that was a good time.
Yep, that was fun. The whole family got to go. Well, I guess Gabe and Elliot didn't go. They're busy doing, their college. They're living life, But
I don't know if that's their story, but we'll go with that.
yeah, I guess I never even talked to them. I bet Gus would have wanted to go, but who knows? It was a weeknight, a school night. Maybe he was busy. I don't know. But.
Right.
We'll just go with that for now.
Yeah.
But then we stayed the rest of the weekend and went to Chicago and got to see Hamilton. It was my second time seeing that. Have you seen that? I know you said you haven't seen it in person, but the movie you saw?
Yeah, I haven't seen it in person, but yes, I saw the one on Disney Plus. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, so that's good. Yeah, so I'll talk about that in a little bit, but before we get to that, what did you do? What's up with you? How you been?
Good. Yeah, kind of just the normal stuff. Work, school, work some more, school some more. Yeah, I don't think there's been anything too different than the norm. Just some more games. We just actually got done hosting our conference soccer tournament, so we had 5 other teams, including ourselves, in the tournament, and hosting 5 other teams. So yeah, it's been busy, but it's been fun. We're starting to wind down on the fall sports, and basketball starts up this week. So
Basketball is your favorite. So
yep.
Football. How much you got left for that? Like another month or so?
Couple
months?
Technically, yes. Yeah, technically about another month. We have one more home game next Saturday, which is homecoming, against Sam Houston State. And then they've got, I guess, one more game after that, and then playoff time. So we'll see how. I think we've got a bye in between there, or on the back end of that. So because we played that early week 0 game, so we've got an extra bye week in there. But yeah. So about another month.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have an interesting schedule. I don't know if we were talking about that on the pod or not, but you're saying how the football team plays on Tuesday nights and stuff. Like they've had a lot of Tuesday night games this year. It's kind of wild.
Yeah. So the conference, the conference had a new TV agreement or contract they agreed on over this past summer, last spring, that they would have more Tuesdays and Thursdays in October for conference games, just to get some more TV time and whatnot. So, one of our games was actually on ESPN earlier this year on that Thursday game we had at home. So that was pretty cool to do. Definitely helps out when baseball sweeps out. So during the MLB playoffs, so that helped get us some TV time on ESPN and not on the other platforms. But yeah, so more so for TV time and whatnot for the student athletes than anything else.
Yeah, that's cool for them. I'm sure the schedule part's probably pretty weird, but yeah, that's definitely cool that they get to be on ESPN, get some more eyeballs on them, get some attention. That's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, sounds like everything else been pretty normal, pretty boring for you.
Yeah.
Typical.
Yep. Yep. Starting a new class. I'm in, I guess, starting week 3 of it now, but yep, just plugging away, ready for fall break or winter break when it comes to classes. But we're here.
Grinding.
We're ready. We're alive.
That's good. Well, since you can't do a lot, try to live vicariously through me. I'll do that for you, okay, buddy?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it was a fun trip home. It was short. Like we flew in Wednesday night. Flight got delayed, and we were supposed to leave at like 8:30 at night. So got delayed like an hour. It was only an hour, thankfully, but got into Wisconsin super late, and then flew out on Sunday night. So it was just a couple days, but a lot of fun. Bucks game was a blast. It was a really good game. They ended up beating Philly by 1. But the home opener is always just fun to go to. It's the closest regular season feel that you'll get to a playoff game. So that was cool seeing Dame introduced for the first time with the Bucks. It was a good crowd. And like I said, most of us got to go to it. Sorry, Elliot. We missed you. But then, Gabe. I don't know. She's never really wanted to go, I feel like. But, yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, we went to Hamilton. Got to go to that with Julia, Carly, and Nick and Shantu. So my brother and his, I guess, girlfriend still. But that was a lot of fun. Went to Chicago for that. This is my second time. Julia's second time as well. I've also seen the Disney Plus version with the original cast. And not going to lie, the original cast is really good. And it makes it hard to compare.
Yeah.
So the first time Julia and I saw it was in Madison. And we thought the cast was great. But the original cast, the George Washington is my favorite. Christopher Jackson is the guy who plays him, and I think he's just phenomenal. Like, he's incredible, an incredible singer, and nobody in person can compare to what he does. They try to do their own version of it, but they just can't even get close to what he does. So, for me, that being my favorite part in the musical makes the live version not quite as good. And then the other part is Jonathan Groff's character, the guy who plays King George. He's hilarious in the Disney Plus version.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever as good as him either live. So that's kind of a bummer. But other than that, it was obviously really cool. I felt bad for Nick and Shantu because they had never seen it before. And we were like, do we tell them to watch it? We never did, but we figured they wouldn't watch it anyway. But I can't imagine how lost they were sitting there listening to the musical, because they're rapping, they're talking really fast, and if you don't know anything about him, like, you're going to be lost. But other than that, it was great. I think they enjoyed it, but I guess who really knows?
Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad it was a good trip home then.
Yeah. A lot of fun. Let's see. Yeah, after that, we kind of hung out in Chicago, and that got me thinking a little bit. Are you a fan of big cities? Like, do you like cities like Chicago? I've never been to New York, but cities like Chicago, New York, LA, whatever it may be.
Yeah, I like the big city, but I don't know if... Like, I've always thought about, as far as, like, my ideal living situation of, like, where I want to live. I've thought about, like, a big city, but I don't know if I could do all the traffic and whatnot. Like, I feel like the walking part would be fun. And not the traffic part and all that stuff. So, like, part of me like there's some stuff that you like about the big city, but then there's also some stuff where it's like if you haven't lived in the big city before or like you don't know about it and you just jump in, you might be a little more disappointed than you think.
Yeah, disappointed, probably a little overwhelmed for sure, because it's very different.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel too. I had a great time there, and I don't mind visiting Chicago, but personally, I could never live there. Like, oh my God, I'd also enjoy being able to walk places. I wish more places in America were like that, where you could get around by walking, not necessarily having to drive everywhere. But other than that, the traffic was terrible, and we were in the downtown, and I just couldn't get over like how there's no greenery, there's no green space. It's just like huge skyscrapers, buildings everywhere.
Yeah.
And we watched this person, they were walking their dog, and I was thinking to myself, like, how do you even have a dog here? There's little squares of grass in the sidewalk. Like, they make little squares of grass for the dogs. Like, this dog goes to the little square of grass, the only square of grass he can find, and takes a dump. It's like...
Right.
It's just a very different feel, very different vibe.
Yeah.
And
that's what, like... Yeah. Like, Chicago, I don't mind Chicago. There's some things I like. There's some things I don't like. I really like Austin because it's like there's a lot of greenery in like downtown. Like they've got a big park and whatnot. Yeah. Not like Central Park in New York, but like it's actually spread out, you know, and a good amount of space. And they've got like a river going through. I mean, similar to kind of Chicago, but
yeah,
you know, it's a lot more lively, and I'm sure weather has a fair amount to do with it too, being kind of warm year round compared to Chicago or New York. But like, I really like Austin, but traffic sucks. It's terrible.
Yeah, that's a good point too about the weather. That plays a part in how I feel about Chicago. I feel like every time I've ever gone to Chicago, it's been cold. And it was cold then.
It's in the winter.
Yeah, I remember the time we all went together. It was like negative 10. We were freezing. Yeah. We were walking through.
That was a good day, though.
We made the most of it. That was fun.
Took the train.
Yeah.
So,
I don't mind visiting at all. I think it's fun to get out and visit every once in a while, but I don't think I could live there. I just, walking through downtown, you don't even, like, it was kind of a gloomy day, but you don't even really get sunlight because the skyscrapers are so big. They're blocking everything. It's just kind of dark. It's windy, the windy city, you know, but...
Right.
And, you know, I hate Chicago sports fans, too, so... Screw Chicago.
That's definitely... I will say I like the White Sox fans. I like White Sox.
If you're going to pick one...
Not the Cubs.
Yeah, screw the Cubs, screw the Bulls.
Not the Bears.
The Bears. Yes. Bears are the worst. Yeah.
Terrible. I mean, the Blackhawks are... they're okay.
I've never cared because Wisconsin doesn't have an NHL team. But if we did, I'm sure I would hate them.
Yeah. And they suck now anyways, too, so it's all good. But
yeah.
I mean, speaking about that, like, have you thought about, like, kind of your ideal spot of, like, where you would want to, are you a big city, more suburb type, country?
Definitely not big city. But definitely not super small either. I was just talking to Julia about this. I was like, do you think you could live in the country? And I was thinking to myself, I don't think I could. Like, it would be nice, like, in Wisconsin, how you can get a nice spot out in the country, and you got a lot of land. You don't have neighbors. It's great, especially compared to where I am right now in Florida, where it's just busy and you got tons of neighbors. But overall, I feel like my ideal spot would be a nice suburb outside of a big city. So you could go in when you want to, but you're not in it. I could never live in a big city.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Like, I think for me, too, like, I feel like I'd probably be more of country, but, like, on the outside of a suburb that's very close to a big city, you know. So it's like, yeah, I think that's more of my ideal spot because I like a lot of land type thing and kind of not really like being isolated, but like, you know, kind of just having space to do cool stuff. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I'm like, I do really enjoy. Like, I miss the biggest things I like miss since I've been in the South for X amount of years is like the professional sports. Like back home, we were able to drive an hour to the Bucks game or a Brewers game, and just that's just something to do. But it's like in Texas where I was at, I'm not driving 7 hours to a Rangers game and 11 hours to an Astros game, you know? And here I'm not driving 4 hours to a Saints game. Like, it's just, that's the professional sports that's been around me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because, like, here, I'm actually very close to the Amway Center where the Magic play. So that's actually only a 40-minute drive. And that's just because of traffic. Like, it's only 15 miles, but the traffic is so bad it makes it take a while. Yeah, in Wisconsin, you can get anywhere pretty much in 3 hours. So, like, Green Bay would be the farthest for us. It's only a 3-hour trip. So, that is true. Yeah, that's true. And I just feel like sports fans here are just very different. I don't feel like they care about their teams at all. Like, the Rays, they notoriously have a terrible home crowd, terrible stadium, and they're good every year. So, that one doesn't make sense. But, like, the Buccaneers, I'm in Orlando, so I'm closer to Tampa than Miami, but I can't really tell. I hardly see any Buccaneers fans. I feel like this year, because Miami's good, I'm seeing more Miami people, but yeah, it's different. I just feel like they don't have that same attachment that we would have in Wisconsin. But yeah. One other thing before I forget. Today was the end of daylight savings time.
It was.
That is terrible. I hate it. It's dark here now. Today it got dark at like 6 p.m., which is still not bad because we're on the East Coast. I feel like you get a little bit more time with light, but so depressing. So, and that's the thing. People will say, "Oh, I hate daylight savings time." That's not it. You hate standard time because daylight savings time is good. That gives you the light longer in the day. We just got rid of that. Now back to standard time, and it gets dark super early. So,
no. We touched on it a little bit too when we were talking about the season change and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's the toughest part about going back home in the wintertime or during winter break. It's like it gets dark there at like 4 o'clock. It's like, oh my word!
See, another
just
reason,
a downer.
Like, imagine being in one of those skyscrapers in Chicago right now, but you're not at the top. Say you're on like the 5th floor, 6th floor, or something.
Yeah,
and it's dark at 4 o'clock. Then it's just gloomy all the time.
Yeah. No, it's true. That's valid. I'm not looking forward to, because it's been starting to get, like, I think here today it started getting dark. I guess probably about the same time, like maybe a little later, like 6:15, 6:20.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm not ready for that just yet.
I know. Is your weather still nice there though? It's still warm or no?
So, this week, like Wednesday, it was, we got to the freezing point, and it was only a high of like maybe 50. And then today, a high of 79. I don't get it. So, but it's supposed to be cooling down again this next week, so it's starting to get cold.
Yeah, still hasn't gotten chilly here. It was beautiful today. Today, high of 79. Looks like all week we're in the 80s. But the lows are dipping down to like the the low 50s right now, like at nighttime. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's been beautiful. This is like the prime time for weather in Florida. November. Yeah. But then after that, everything gets depressing. Once you hit Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving's like the last hurrah. It's like, great day. Just eat food all day, and then
Yep.
winter. Ugh.
True. Yeah, the holidays are really nice. I even think New Year's is pretty nice, but it's like right the day after New Year's, it's like, oh man, it's cold.
Yeah. But yeah, up north, you're just like, that's the start of the long struggle. Once the holidays are over, then you're like, bro, we got 3 more months. We just got to power through this.
Yes. Oh man. That's why I love the dirty snow.
Yeah.
That's why I love it.
That's still the wildest take I've ever heard. I love the dirty snow. That's funny.
Love it.
Yeah, since last time we talked, baseball finally ended. Hell yeah, let's go, everybody celebrate. Finally got some real sports on TV. No, but the Texas Rangers finally won a World Series. And if I do recall correctly, when we were talking about the playoffs, you were like, I think the Rangers are going to lose. Because at the beginning,
I thought they were going to lose to the Rays. Yeah,
they were injured, and it's just, this is typical baseball. Like, it doesn't matter how good you are. You get hot, you can go all the way. And that's what they did.
Yeah. It's a magical sport. It's magical in the postseason. I was very unhappy that the Rangers won.
Really? Why is that?
Yeah, well, happy for them that they finally won a World Series, yada, 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 whatever. But their fan base is probably one of the worst fan bases I've ever seen in my life. They are fake fans. I heard this. I didn't make this up. I heard this when I was in Texas. I heard that Rangers fans are just sad Cowboys fans that have nothing to watch in the summer.
Okay. So, all right.
When I heard that, it makes sense.
Yeah. But, so you're telling me you'd rather have the Astros win another World Series than the Rangers?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I wish both tied and like they threw them out, and then Diamondbacks won
Just
by
disqualified. Yeah.
Yeah, DQ both. Yep.
Okay.
No, I'm glad the Rangers got into the World Series. I was happy about that. Was not very happy that the Diamondbacks did not pull it out. But it's the name of the game. I'm glad they won. Glad they got their first ever World Series win. That's big. Yeah, gotta hype that up a bit. But those fans, they're just something else.
Yeah.
They are just something else.
Don't blame you.
Just like Cubs fans back in 16. That's kind of them.
Yeah.
They don't show up until we're in the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
That's them.
Very fair weather fans. Gotcha.
They're like, oh yeah, the Cowboys are doing terrible now. Oh, we got the Rangers. We can cheer for someone now.
Yeah.
Fake. Get out of here.
Yeah. The Diamondbacks kept the streak alive. So, if you don't know about this, if you want to make a World Series, beat the Brewers in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Every single time the Brewers have been defeated in the playoffs, that team has gone on to the World Series. Pretty crazy, but it's true. It's happened. So that streak is alive again. I think most of them have won the World Series too. It was like there's a pattern almost. It was like a loss, then 3 wins, and then a loss, and 3 wins. So this was the loss. So that means the next 3 teams that beat the Brewers in the playoffs are going to win the World Series. Simple as that.
Yeah, easy strategy.
Yeah.
Just
beat the Brewers. If you're a bettor out there or something, Science, bro.
I don't know how they're going to be next year. I don't know. They may not make it.
I know. Council is still deciding where he wants to be the manager, too.
Back. He's not coming back.
I haven't kept up with it too much, but from what I heard, he said he'd come back if the Brewers match whatever offer he gets, and the Brewers owner is notoriously cheap and probably won't match the offer, so Council will probably be gone.
Yeah.
Typical Brewers, but
tough.
Yeah. Didn't watch much of it. All I saw was that Garcia dude just hitting nukes, but good for them, I guess.
Yeah.
So, on from baseball, back to football. Last time we talked, we were talking about the NFL, and I was saying how I just feel like there's a lot of crappy quarterbacks, and that's like, it's made watching the NFL on Sundays kind of boring. Just, you don't really care about the games. The games all suck. Mm-hmm. And we kind of went through the list. We talked mainly about the top tier guys, but oh my God, the bottom is disgusting. So, we're going to play a game. This is called, What Team Does He Play For? We're going to test your knowledge, Wyatt.
Good.
All right.
Good.
So
good. Here we go.
I'm going to list some people here. You're going to tell me, one, if you've ever heard of them, and two, what team they play for.
Okay.
And this is just QBs that have played a snap or played a game in the last 2 weeks. So this week and last week.
So wait. So they're not starting now, or they are starting?
Let's see. Let me look. They didn't all technically start, but they all played a lot.
Okay.
But most of them have started.
If I don't get it right, it's not like I'm an idiot.
No, but this is just proving a point.
Okay.
Like, the NFL quarterbacks are garbage.
Okay.
All right, so.
Proving Brennan's point. Love it. I always love proving Brennan's point. That was sarcasm, everyone that's listening. That was sarcastic.
All right, we're going to start with this one.
I'm going to get all of them right.
I'm going to start with a couple easier ones, and we'll kind of work our way down. But
let's do it.
First one, Joshua Dobbs. It's kind of
yeah. Well, no, he was with Arizona. He got traded to Minnesota.
Yep. All right. See, that was an easier one. I figured you'd get that one because he's been in fantasy too. People have picked him up. So okay, good one.
Yeah. True.
That dude's kind of a baller.
He's a big dude.
He got traded this week, and the Vikings quarterback got hurt. The backup, not Kirk Cousins, the backup got hurt, and Dobbs came in today without ever playing a snap, without ever practicing with the team, and he beat whoever they were playing this week. Pretty crazy, actually. Yeah, he came in, and I think he had 3 touchdowns. He kind of dominated. But
holy cow.
The rest of this list, no, not so much. All right, so next guy. You probably know this one too. Tyson Bagent. I don't know how you say it. Do you know who he is?
How do you spell it? Can you spell that last name?
Bagent. And don't look at your phone. I see what you're doing. You're caught.
I'm
4K.
I'm writing it on my B-A-G-E-N-T. E-N-T. Okay. I've heard it. I don't know. Let's skip that one. We'll go back to it.
No phoning a friend. No 50-50. That's not how any of this works. All right, I'm gonna tell you. Do you gotta throw a guess out there, or you want me to tell you?
Do I get a AFC, NFC hint, or I just gotta know it?
We'll go NFC. Ooh, yeah, I can sense it. Oh, dang.
Oh, wait. No. It's uh,
No, this is too much time. No. 3,
okay, Falcons.
2. Nope. Not a terrible guess, but no. He is the starting quarterback
Carolina.
right now for the Chicago Bears.
Oh yeah, yeah, the white dude.
Yeah. White dude. All right.
Yes, I did know that. That's my bad. Yep, got it.
I think he started 2 games now. Maybe he's played in 3. I think he started 2.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Next one. Started today. Brett Ripien.
All right, I should have known the last one. Like I should have said the Bears. Like that was bad.
You might get shut out now. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I had Dobbs.
You got
I
Dobbs.
got Dobbs.
Played against yours truly today. He doesn't even know
Who the Packers played?
Brett Ripien is the starting quarterback for currently 3, 2, 1. Los Angeles Rams. Took over for Stafford. Stafford was out with an injury. The injuries are insane. He was terrible. He was Ripien was so bad that he made Jordan Love look good. The Packers won. Pretty crazy. So terrible. All right. Next.
Got it.
Starter for another team. Jaron Hall.
I've heard that name.
Okay.
No, what team?
I hadn't heard it until last week. He started today for... Got a guess before I tell you?
The Tennessee Titans.
Nope. Jaron Hall.
Will Levis.
The Will Levis. Jaron Hall started for the Minnesota Vikings. Started, and he got hurt. He's the one that got hurt, and then
That's the backup.
Yep.
That's fake.
And then Josh Dobbs came in and took over for him.
Okay.
Yep. Next one.
Thanks.
These are all kind of connected to here. Next one, that's a little hint. Clayton Tune.
Los Angeles Rams.
No. I promise I'm not making these names up either.
Right.
Clayton Tune started for the Arizona Cardinals. Took over for Josh Dobbs.
Okay.
I think Kyler's coming back soon, but yeah. All right. Next one. Aiden O'Connell.
They used to play for Houston?
I think he's a rookie this year, so no.
Oh. No. The Buccaneers.
Nope. Buccaneers got
Baker Mayfield.
Aiden O'Connell started for the Las Vegas, whatever they are, Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders.
No one cares about that team. No one cares. they're just blowing up over there.
All right. I'm going to save, let's see, maybe you don't know that one. That's a tough one. I got 3 more.
This is a struggle.
Yeah, dude, this proves it. NFL's got some crappy starting quarterbacks right now. Tommy DeVito.
New England Patriots.
Nope. The New York Giants. Daniel Jones got hurt again. Tyrod Taylor also hurt. They are on to their third string.
Oh, Tyrod got hurt too?
Yeah, last week.
Oh, man.
That's why
terrible.
Mr. Tommy DeVito's in there.
Wow.
All right. Last 2. You might know this one. Maybe. PJ Walker.
Oh, yeah, the Browns.
Yep. And then last one, Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
I've heard that one.
It's kind of a trick question. He has started for this team, but I don't know if he started or not, but he hasn't been playing as much lately. You just said it.
The Browns?
Yeah. The Browns.
Yeah.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson, yeah. So that wraps it up. What a segment. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I named 9 quarterbacks.
I got 3 right.
Yeah, let's see. You got PJ Walker, Josh Dobbs, and I guess we'll give you that last one, Dorian Thompson-Robinson. But yeah, that's it.
Is that 3?
Yeah.
3 for 9? Okay, whatever.
But that's not even including all the other crappy quarterbacks. Those are just the ones that random fans don't even know. But like, then you got so many other ones. Daniel Jones sucks.
You got
Mac
like
Jones,
Zach
Wilson, Jordan Love, Justin Fields if he played. Like, so many bad quarterbacks. It's crazy.
Yeah. I guess not a good year for quarterbacks. Also, it's not a good year for like anyone because
I know, right?
Just terrible.
All right, so I got one more thing about football. Somewhat, it's related to football. I was listening to the Ryan Russillo podcast, and at the end of every episode, he does a life advice segment, and people, listeners, email in. They send them their whatever's going on, and they talk about it and give them some advice. So this guy, this dad, he has his daughter's boyfriend over. So the daughter's in high school. The boyfriend, I think he's 18 years old. And they're both Denver Bronco fans, the dad and the boyfriend. So they're watching the game together. You can just picture this, like, how kind of awkward it is when you're in high school and you're hanging out with your girlfriend's family. But so they're watching the game together, and this is when the Broncos are playing the Chiefs last week.
Yeah.
The Broncos beat the Chiefs. It's the first time in however many years. It's been a long time. And the dad looks over at the boyfriend, and the boyfriend starts crying. So he emailed in. He's like, is this weird? Like, is he just really into football, or is something wrong with him? Is this weird? So, Wyatt.
Yeah.
Your take. Is an 18-year-old watching the Broncos beat the Chiefs in a meaningless week 8 game and crying when they win, is that weird?
So I'm the dad in this situation.
Just your opinion. What you think?
That's goofy.
It's goofy. A little weird, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a meaningless game. I mean,
the Broncos aren't good. Like
if they had lost the past 3 straight years, haven't won a single game, like way back when, was it the Dolphins or was it the Buccaneers? What team was like struggling?
Like not winning a single game at all?
I think it was the Buccaneers.
I don't know. I mean, the Lions had a almost completely defeated season, right?
Yeah, true that.
They were very close.
Yeah, so maybe then you cry when you beat the Chiefs or another good team, but like, I'm not crying that day.
No. And that's what the dad's
tough.
Like. The dad's just like, this is so weird. I didn't know what to do. Do I make light of it? Like, he's going to invite him over for the next game. And he's like, do I have a box of tissues just in case? And be like, the Denver scores a touchdown. Be like, you need these?
I would.
Yeah,
I would
no.
definitely.
That kid's probably so embarrassed, but yeah, I thought that was funny. And
I doubt it, because if you're crying, I don't think you're caring about anything.
I
So.
guess not. I mean, maybe. I've never. So, we'll get into this in a little bit, but I guess if we keep it
Okay.
with sports, have you ever cried from a sporting event?
I mean, yeah, but like, it was from me playing. You know, like it's like my last game, right? It's different.
That's different, yeah.
But like as a fan, crying, I can't recall a moment where I have,
Yeah.
unless Mom took away my cotton candy from me.
So, there probably was maybe when you were really little or something, but yeah. So
Yeah, I can't think of.
I thought I always said if the Bucks ever win a championship, that'll be the day I cry. It happened, and I did not. Like, I was at the Deer District, so maybe it would be different if I was sitting at home by myself.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
No, never. I really thought I would. You know what I do though, like, or what I got very close to is when I was watching people make YouTube videos like recapturing the run and they like celebrating the championship. Those will get you, but just watching a sporting event, never done it.
You had the sniffles when they announced Damian Lillard on opening night. You know it.
No.
You were getting teary eyed.
No,
like,
not
the Bucks
not
are
for
back.
That one.
You know it. You know it.
Not for Dame. They announced Dame first, but for Giannis, I'm not gonna lie. The intros, they get me. I don't cry. No, I don't cry. Nothing against it, but my eyes might well up a little bit. Just I feel great for the dude. Like he's got the whole city just standing ovation cheering for him. I appreciate
That's
it.
true.
I mean, he's got to be feeling great. But yeah,
never
for a sporting event.
Yeah, those hype videos though, they get you. Like
Yeah.
a good hype video pregame that gives you the goosebumps.
Yeah, and they can put the music behind it, like with all the Bucks
Yeah.
ones. They put that like sad music behind it when Giannis is holding the trophies and he's crying. It's like, how do you not?
Yeah,
But-
that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I'm probably never gonna cry at a Week 8 game, a Week 8 NFL game. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. That was a fun one to listen to. But
That was a good one. That was a good one.
that's a great segment. He hit that one on the head, like, because he does.
Yeah.
It's a sports podcast. Every episode is about
Right.
sports, and his like 95% of his audience is going to be guys. But at the end of every episode, no matter if you like the episode like before it or not, he's got the life advice segment, and they're always fun to listen to. So smart. That's why we do the top fives.
Smart.
Or whatever we do.
Yeah.
We're geniuses.
Heck yeah.
I get a lot of heat about my list, though. People talking crap about my candy list.
Terrible. Your lists are so bad. It's not even funny.
All right, well, you know we make these
You
lists
put
like
bubble gum. Come on.
yeah, not my
It's
greatest
like
moment.
I can't remember what game. Can't remember what game it was. It was like some game you have in like elementary school where you're like doing like the like putting a sentence together or adding up, subtracting some numbers or whatever, and when you submit the answer, it's like, you can do better than that. Try again. like that's what I hear when I hear your list. It's like,
Wow.
you can do better than that.
Okay.
Bubble gum?
We literally sit here 2 minutes before we start the show and be like, "What do you want to do?" and come up with our list on the fly.
You didn't hear that. The
Remember.
fans out there, we plan this out every week.
Yeah, you're right. Painstakingly, we do research, we come up with bullet points, do it all.
Yes.
But
That's why Brennan didn't have bubblegum as number one.
yeah, if I recall correctly, a couple weeks ago, you made fun of me for putting leaves on my list at number like 4, and you proceeded to put the same thing. You just
I did not.
phrased it differently at number 2. So, bro,
Well,
I'm on to you.
no. You've just been on a rough streak.
Yeah,
Just a
whatever.
rough streak.
Totally.
But we'll get you back on this one. We'll get you back.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see about this list. Everybody, stick around. Since I got to see Hamilton last week, we're gonna do our top 5 musicals. Doesn't have to be Broadway, but musicals, movies, Broadway, whatever. Top 5 list. So if you if you want to be disappointed, stick around and listen to our list.
Facts.
All right. So one more thing I was going to bring up. I saw this on Twitter the other day,
Yeah.
and we talked about it last episode. I was like, when do you think Marvel reaches out to Robert Downey Jr. and says, hey, come on back, buddy? Well, it happened already. It happened very quickly, and the rumors are that he's already in, like he's already agreed to it, but I don't know. It's just rumors, but there was a rumor that came out that they want the whole original Avengers cast to come back. So, what do you think about that?
I mean, I feel like we already knew that they were going to be coming back because of how this next phase of the multiverse saga is. Like, I feel like a variant of them or whatever was eventually going to be coming back. So I feel like that's not a surprise.
No.
But to say it's going to be the exact same, like, crew as the other Avengers movies are, I don't know how realistic that is. So
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to be changing or if they're going to be changing anything with it. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But
Yeah, we'll see. But I thought that was funny how we literally just talked about it, and then a couple days later, it's in the news. See, we're geniuses, man. We bring it up on the pod.
And
it's happening.
yeah, well, and you were talking about like the original, and I don't know if Scarlett Johansson's coming back after all the stuff that happened with Disney and
Yeah.
her solo movie.
That rumor that like they're trying to get the whole OG Avenger cast, I don't think that'll actually happen.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised, but
Right.
Robert Downey Jr., I think for sure will come back.
Yeah, I think Chris Evans will come back eventually. Like, I think those two are going to be. I think they'll be variants of each other or whatnot, or they'll be able to time travel back in time again. I don't know, but
Yeah.
like I don't think it's going to be the same exact crew.
Yeah. Honestly, the more I think about it, like I probably would watch it if Downey comes back or any of the OGs come back, but if it's like a variant of them or some story from back in time, like I'm not like that interested in it, to be honest. Cuz I think the main difference like with the Spider-Man thing is, I feel like we can spoil this now cuz Spider-Man's been out for a long time. But they bring back all the Spider-Men and they're all still alive in their worlds, in their universes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Avengers, they're gone. At least Iron Man, like, what happens at the end of Endgame, Iron Man and Black Widow are gone. So I feel like that's the difference. You could bring those guys together if they're all still alive. But if they're not, and you have to do some other weird thing, like a variant or go back in time, I'm just, like, not as interested. but I probably still would watch.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still watching, but I need.
Yeah,
I say I'm still watching, but I still haven't caught up on like all the Disney Plus stuff. So like,
I know you gotta get
back
on
on
that. Yeah, you gotta get on that
I
because
do.
I'm counting on you because I'm not gonna watch any of it. So
Loki's
Counting on
good. I need to watch season 2 of Loki because I really liked season 1.
yeah. All right. So what else have you been watching? You mentioned something before the show. You watching anything else good right now?
Yeah, I've been on apparently an Apple TV kick. So I watched Shrinking. Been
Okay.
watching that. Pretty funny. Have you seen it?
I think I only got through one episode. It was a long time ago, like probably when
Yeah.
it came out, and I never got back to it. But it's a good show. That's the one with Jason
Yeah.
Segel, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Harrison Ford. It's pretty funny.
Okay.
It's good stuff. And then the other one I'm watching is The Morning Show. With
Just started
Jennifer
that.
Aniston.
I literally just started that a couple days ago.
Yeah, same.
Really?
Yeah. It's been like really recent for that one.
Wow, that's funny. Yeah,
Pretty
I'm
wild.
through. I'm only through the first episode and then like half of the next one. I watched like half last night before I fell asleep.
Yeah. I think I'm on the 5th episode now, but
Okay.
it's good. It's pretty dark, but it's very interesting.
Yeah, I've heard from podcasts I listen to that it's a polarizing show. Like I think now people think it's a bad show, and it's like I don't know because I haven't seen it obviously, but it's either I don't think there's as many people watching it because they like it as there are people who are watching it because it's kind of just a mess, but they have a bunch of like really famous, well-known actors in it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll give it a shot. I put it on because I like the characters.
Yeah. Give it a whirl.
Yeah. Other than that, I haven't been watching a whole lot.
Yeah.
Apple's
Yeah,
got
that's
some
been
good
it
stuff.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason Segel and Shrinking, he's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Okay. I might have to give that one a shot again. That's funny. Both start watching a show at like the same time.
Yeah.
Stepbrother telepathy.
That's what it is.
Totally. All right. So you ready to go to top 5 musicals?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Let's do it. So like I said, we're going to list our top 5 musicals that we've seen. It can be Broadway. It can be just movie musical. We haven't seen a ton. So
Yeah.
before everybody gets pissed off at me, I haven't seen a lot of the classics, okay? Like I haven't seen Phantom of the Opera. I know that's a big one. I haven't seen there's a lot of them.
Big one.
Yeah, it's a big one. There's a lot of them that I haven't seen live. Les Mis. Have you seen Les Mis?
Yes.
Is it on your list? Probably. I just recently saw that. The movie.
A movie?
The movie, not live.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
all right.
Movie's good.
Yeah. And then there's a lot of classic movies that I have not seen that Corey probably will be very upset with me, but whatever. So that's
As always.
That's your warning before we start these lists.
I'm gonna say for the record as well. I'm only listing the things that I've seen. So
Yes.
like, yeah, I'm with Brennan on this. Like my list is pretty not good, but there's gonna be a lot of things I'm missing from this list. But it's because I haven't seen it, or I haven't seen it in a long time and can't remember it. Okay,
Yeah.
so like I'm just gonna let everyone know. I love the Lion King movie. Never seen the musical. Okay, I know I've heard really good things. It probably would be number one, but I haven't seen it, so it's not on my list. Sorry.
Yeah. I actually have seen it, but it's not on my list either. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as the movie. It's fine. It's like that's the Broadway show that your parents take you to when you're like 5 years old. Like, oh, you want to go see Lion King? Sure, but it's nothing special.
I didn't see it when I was 5 years old.
I did. I don't know if I was 5, but it was the first time I remember going to one. First one I ever went to.
Whatever.
All right.
I'm ready to start this list now.
All right, let's go. Start it up. You're leading the way.
Okay. You don't have any honorable mentions, do you?
No.
Good.
It was hard enough to come up with 5.
Fair enough. Number 5 for me is High School Musical 3.
All right, so
winner, chicken dinner.
We talked about this beforehand, and you mentioned High School Musical might be in your top 5 list a couple times. So that shows you guys, everybody listening, the extent of our musical knowledge. But
because you weren't supposed to say that.
Because you said that, and I was stuck on 4 for a very long time, I also put High School Musical at number 5.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Which one? The first one?
I didn't even pick one, but if I had to, the third one is my favorite. So.
Yep. Same.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Third one's legit.
Yep. Third one's fast.
All right, so everybody's probably tuned out already. Oh man! All right, go ahead with your number 4.
They all stopped watching and listening. Number 4 for me is Hamilton, the Disney Plus one, not the one you saw in Chicago.
Yeah. All right, I have that on my list. I have it a little higher.
Yep, figured.
Good choice. All right. My number 4, I have not seen the musical version, like the live version, but I've listened to the soundtrack and I've seen the movie. Movie's not that great. Soundtrack is really good, though. Dear Evan Hansen. You ever heard of it? Listened to it?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good movie. I really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben Platt is...
Definitely not on my list.
Okay. Ben Platt's a really good singer, so
yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead with your number 3.
Number 3 for me is The Greatest Showman.
Me too. Let's go.
Heck yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Man. No, my list must be really bad if I'm matching Brennan.
Yeah, you gotta take back everything you said about my list earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greatest Showman, that was good. I love Hugh Jackman. Love Zac Efron.
Great.
Zendaya's
Another
great.
Zac Efron musical.
Yeah. How the hell? Don't tell me you have Hairspray in here, because that'd be like a number 3.
Ooh, that would have been a good one.
3 Zac Efron. We could have just done all Zac Efron musicals.
Yeah, Zac Efron list.
Greatest Showman. All right, yeah, that was a good one. I saw that movie a few times. So
yeah, me too.
I like the music. You can definitely jam out to that. All right.
Yeah, definitely a feel good one.
Yep.
Ish. Makes you feel good.
All right, number 2. Go ahead.
All right, I think this is going to be a little different than yours now. So my number 2 is the Phantom of the Opera, and it is the one with freaking
Is it the movie version?
The movie.
Gerard
with,
Butler?
Gerard Butler.
Okay, that's what I thought. I haven't seen it, but
That's really good.
My family loves it, and yes, that's why I knew who it was.
Yeah, his singing was actually really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good one.
Very.
I still have not seen that musical all the way through, so I didn't put it on my list. But fun fact.
The gal in it is, I don't know if you've seen Shameless.
No.
No. That's the main gal in that.
Okay.
She's been in a lot of stuff too, but she's also a really good singer too. But
Yeah, fun fact. Julia has a cousin, I believe. I'm not sure if he's married in or what the case is, but yeah, she has a cousin who was Phantom on Broadway. He was the understudy, but then he obviously still performed shows too. He was the Phantom.
Yeah.
And then he was also Lumiere in Beauty and the Beast. So,
okay.
pretty cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah. So my number 2, I had Hamilton. So you had Hamilton number 4. I have it number 2.
Yep. What's your thoughts?
I struggled placing it any lower. Like, I really like it, but it can be hard to get into. Like, the first time you watch it, you have to have subtitles on. I recommend watching the Disney Plus version because it's the original cast, and they have subtitles, and you can put the subtitles on. You can actually understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
But the more I listened to it, the more it got stuck in my head, and you just keep replaying it in your head over and over and over. So it's very catchy. You end up, I know the words to almost every song. Like, we sing it in this apartment like crazy. So definitely one of my favorites for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've only seen it once, but like it really stood out to me. Like, so I don't know all the words like you do, but like it really stood out to me as a musical. The one time I watched it.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I got to add this to the list.
Yeah. The way Lin-Manuel Miranda, he's the one that made it, wrote all the songs, like the way he ties in the music from the beginning to the end, and then the way he ties it in, connects the music to a certain character. Dude, he's a genius. And he took a lot of inspiration from, like, at least for Hamilton, took a lot of inspiration from old hip-hop songs, like popular hip-hop songs. So he's just really smart, and he's done a lot of musicals, very successful, so makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. This is the time. Number 1.
Here we go. Number 1 for me, as you mentioned before, is Les Miserables.
Okay.
That's my number 1. Great movie.
Okay.
Great movie.
Les Miserable. That's how it made me feel. Just kidding.
Because it was too long. It was too long for Brennan.
No, I enjoyed it.
It's a long movie.
So, I watched Hamilton and Les Mis like the same week. Because my mom and stepdad, they love Les Mis. Carly loves Les Mis, and they talk about it all the time. And I'd never seen it. So I got Hamilton, banged that out, and I was like, you know what? We're on the musicals. Let's bang out Les Mis. Watched it, and it was good. I'm not a huge fan of the opera style of singing. So that's the only reason it's not on my list. But I did like it. It was good. I love Hugh Jackman. He's great.
Mm-hmm. Russell Crowe did a good job in it too.
Yeah. Anne Hathaway, I didn't know she was such a good singer.
Yeah, killed it.
What's his number in that? Can never think of it.
Oh,
Jean
man,
Valjean.
it's been so long. Yeah.
4360 4260. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I can't remember it. Yeah.
It's good. All right. My number 1, another Lin-Manuel Miranda musical, In the Heights. Have you seen it? Heard of it at all?
What the hell is that? What
No?
is that?
Okay.
No.
I don't know if it was his first musical that he wrote or what. It was one of the beginning ones that he wrote. But In the Heights, it's on Max, the movie. They made a movie version. It's on Max. And that's like the one movie that Julia and I... We actually just watched it last night. This is the one movie that Julia and I will just like randomly put on just to have it on in the background because we love the music and love the actors and actresses in that movie. It's really good. Yeah, you gotta check it out. It's about Washington Heights. That's where Lin-Manuel Miranda grew up.
Okay. Yeah.
In New York. So
New York.
Yeah, really good one.
Okay.
I think you'll like it. And he's got the movie version has a couple people from the Hamilton cast in there. George Washington makes an appearance. The guy who plays his son, Philip, I think, is the main guy in the Heights. He's really good. And you'll recognize the main love interest in the Heights too. Melissa Barrera, I think is her name. She's been in a bunch of movies lately. She's in the Scream movies. The main girl.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Very good looking.
Interesting.
Yes. You gotta check it out.
I will check it out.
All right.
So you gotta check out Phantom of the Opera.
I know, bro. I don't know how I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Phantom of the Opera. I've seen Wicked, but I can't really remember it. I just know that the one song.
Haven't seen.
Defying Gravity. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I've been to that in person. I've been to, like I said, Lion King, Hamilton twice. The Book of Mormon is hilarious. I just can't remember it because it's been a few years, but really
Grease
good
is
one.
good. I like Grease.
Grease. I was never really a fan of that one either. Oh well. Next time we'll try to get all 5 Zac Efron movies in our top 5 list.
Yes, perfect. And Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron. Goats. All right. Awesome. Everybody let us know what your top 5 musicals are. Let us know whose list you like better. And
Should we run down our list real quick?
Yeah. Let's do a quick recap. I'll let you go first.
All right. So, number 5, High School Musical 3. Number 4, Hamilton. Number 3, The Greatest Showman. Number 2, The Phantom of the Opera. And number 1, Les Mis.
All right. I had number 5, High School Musical 3 as well. Number 4, Dear Evan Hansen. Number 3, The Greatest Showman. Number 2, Hamilton. And number 1, In the Heights. Bam.
Heck yeah. Put that on a cracker.
All right, everybody, thank you for listening. Make sure you follow us on Spotify and YouTube. Subscribe, like, comment. Let us know what your top 5 musicals are. And we'll be back next week. We'll see you in the next one. See you, Wyatt.
See ya.
Take it easy, Mountain Faith.